Hi everyone, my name's Ashley Noel and I did UDL Principle 2, Guideline 5, Section 5.1. I created an infographic that I put on the Prezi just so that you can see every component of it. So this is my entire infographic and I'm going to go through it piece by piece. So for multiple means of action and expression under Principle 2, that is saying that students should be able to effectively communicate and participate in class, solve problems, and do the things that they need to do using multiple forms of media, and that it shouldn't be limited to one thing because, as we know, students learn in different ways. They need different ways to express themselves, to communicate with their classmates and with the teacher. In the key considerations, it's asking you to consider what is multimedia. That can be writing through composition, that can be text, it can be how they design something, a skit they may do. For instance, if they're doing the Constitution, they can do a skit over the 4th, 5th, 6th Amendment. It's up to that student. For using physical manipulatives, you see this a lot in mathematics where students can use building blocks to work out problems and show their learning. There's also other simpler manipulatives if it's a pencil grip, tools that they can use in order to further their learning. For social media and interactive tools, those things can help your students communicate, so they can use programs like Twitter and Facebook, Seesaw, Flipgrid, Remind, to stay connected with the class, with the teacher. You can connect your parents. You can also use things like Google Classroom, so any interactive tool that help them communicate with each other. We saw one in an earlier discussion with Google Hangouts. That's also something that's good for students to use. And the last thing, students use various strategies to solve problems. I'm a reader and I can read something and then I can solve something. But we have students who may need to do to solve, students who may need to listen to you explain more than once to solve. You have students who may need to draw it out or to research it. And we need to provide multiple means of representation for those students in order to solve their problems. A strategy that I found that is very useful with 5.1 is concept mapping. I use it in my class because I teach U.S. history. For me, concept mapping allows my students to organize the ideas that we have seen throughout our unit, to visualize content. Sometimes they add in pictures or other graphics if they're using the computer. And then it anchors our learning. It gives us a roundabout picture to where we can go back and see what it is that we learned in that unit, and they can use it later on as well. And then lastly, I have my references, and I just want to thank you guys for watching my presentation.